Hi everyone, it's Professor Clark, and in this lecture we are going to review the instrumental of place. This is a series of prepositions that take the instrumental that describe physical location. Let's take a look at these prepositions. The first one is za, which means behind or beyond, as in za divanem, behind the couch. The second one is перед, or before the pronoun ya, переда, and that means before or in front of, as in перед диваном, in front of the couch. Or if you were going to use ya, you would say передо мной, in front of me. The next one is над, or before the pronoun ya, нада, which means above or over, as in над диваном, over the couch, or надо мной, over or above me. The next one is под, or before the pronoun я and certain words, пода, which means under or beneath, as in под диваном, under the couch, or подо мной, under me. And then we have между, which means between, as in между стульями, between the chairs. And finally, рядом, or рядом со, means next to, as in рядом с диваном, next to the couch. When you want to express location, all of those prepositions take the instrumental. When you want to express direction, you can use the same prepositions, and some of them will take the instrumental and some of them will take the accusative. So let's have a look at those. Перед always takes the instrumental. So you can also use it to indicate motion to the front of or up to the front of, and it will still take the instrumental, as in поставь тарелку передо мной, put the plate in front of me. Над, above, also always takes the instrumental, even when it's expressing direction. So we could say, for example, повесь зеркало над столом, hang the mirror over the table. Под, however, takes accusative when it indicates direction. So we could say, поставь чемодан под стол, place the suitcase under the table. And за also takes accusative to indicate direction. So we could say, for example, поставь чемодан за диван, place the suitcase behind the couch. And then there are a series of expressions with за that have a specific meaning. So for example, садиться or сесть за стол is to sit down at the table. Сидеть за столом is to be seated at the table. Ездить or поехать за город is to go out of town or go out into the country. Жить за городом is to live out of town or in the country. And note the stress shift onto the preposition in that phrase. And then ездить or поехать за границу is to go abroad, and жить за границей is to live abroad. So with all of these, за plus accusative means motion towards that direction. So сесть за стол is to take a seat at the table, whereas сидеть за столом is to sit at the table. Поехать за город is to go out of town. Быть за городом is to be out of town. Поехать за границу is to go abroad. And быть за границей is to be abroad. And note again that with motion, you always have accusative, and with location, you always have instrumental. Finally, we have a couple of prepositions that are related to the ones we just learned that are used to express motion from. And whenever we express motion from, we use the genitive, and it is the same here. So earlier, you learned the expression из-за plus the genitive to mean because of in a negative way, or it's something's fault, but it also has a purely physical meaning, which means out from behind of. So we could say, for instance, кошка вдруг появилась из-за дивана. The cat suddenly appeared from behind the couch. And then with all the expressions where you use za plus accusative to have this specific set meaning, to take a seat at the table, to go abroad, or to go out of town, we use из-за plus genitive to indicate motion in the opposite direction. So, мы встали из-за стола. We got up from the table. Они переехали из-за границы. They moved back from abroad, or they moved from abroad. Родители приехали из-за города. Our parents came from out of town. And then izpod plus the genitive means out from under something. So, for instance, Koshka vdrug poyavилась из-под дивана. The cat suddenly appeared out from under the couch. And when you use izpod plus a container of some sort, it means a container that is used to hold that specific thing but does not have it. It means an empty container of a specific substance. So a butilka izpod piva is a beer bottle. It is a bottle used to hold beer. There is no beer in the bottle right now, but it is a bottle used to hold beer. As opposed to butilka piva without the preposition that just means a bottle of beer. Butilka izpod piva is a beer bottle. It is a bottle intended for beer, but there is no beer in it right now. The same with banka izpod varenia, a jam jar. It's not a jar of jam. That would be banka varenia. It is a jar used for holding jam, but currently does not have any jam in it. Banka izpod varenia. So those are the prepositions that are used to express location using the instrumental and sometimes other cases. I hope you found that helpful. Go forth and locate yourself.